Bill, you often tell people that that all your successes are really just common sense. I mean, that's the title of one of your books, Common
Right.
Sense Success. And you say that there aren't magic tricks that you use or magic formulas. You use a lot of common sense, and you talk a lot about persistence. And you once told a story about a Dr. Kepler, I think.
Dr. Kepner.
Kepner. Tell me that story.
Well, Dr. Kepner was one of the doctors in our town where we had our business, and of course I wanted his business. I wanted to do his collection for his doctor's office, and I went back to his office several times. Well, the last time I went to his office, I go in and I say, I'd like to speak to Dr. Kepner. And the nurse says, I don't think he wants to talk with you right now. I said, well, take my name back and tell him I'd like to talk with him about his past due accounts. So she takes my name back and she gives it to him, and he hollers out the door, you tell that no good SOB not to come back here anymore. I'm not going to give him my accounts to collect. Now, I want you to know, my reaction was I like to smack him in the mouth, right? But I didn't do that. And I was really disappointed. In fact, I was hurt. You know, when you call somebody an SOB, that's just personal. But several months later, I had the greatest revenge. And if you want to call it revenge, his accountant called me and said, I have a doctor that has a real bad collection problem, and he's got tens of thousands of dollars on his books that he can't collect. And I said, well, that'd be great. I'd love to do collections for him. He said, it's Dr. Kepner. And I thought, it kind of took my breath away at first, and then I thought, wow, this is going to be great. So he set up an appointment with me to go to see Dr. Kepner. Well, when I went to see Dr. Kepner, he had no idea who I was. He didn't remember who he'd even said that to me. But I was able to talk with him. I made a business arrangement with him, and we collected tens of thousands of dollars that were past due accounts that he had in his office. You know, the reason why is because he was not talking to any collectors that came by his office. So his resistance to talk with people ended up being an asset to me. My willing to bite my pride and be persistent was something that yielded great benefits, because we made a lot of money, a lot of profit off his accounts, because since he didn't know what he was doing and nobody else had ever tried to collect them, they were like, it's kind of like if you're going hunting, they say, you know, it's easy when you shoot a bird on the ground. That was kind of like what it was like collecting his accounts, shooting a bird on the ground, because they were so easy. He was a good doctor, but he had very little knowledge about how to collect past due accounts.
That's great.